Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast North. I'm your host, X Nash Kriegel X, and welcome back to another video. But however, before we get into this video, we got to start with the verse of the day. And today's verse comes from Hebrews 12:1, and it says, "Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." Amen to that. And today's video, I'm talking about the College World Series Finals Game 2, and I have to say, this game, was a thriller. And, and of course, Texas A&M held a 1-0 lead for most of the game, but however, Tennessee was able to come back and win, which we're going to get into in a minute. But let's do the rundown real quick. And for this, in Game 2, in the first inning, Texas A&M hit a home run to make it 1-0, and then the Vols were able to get the Aggies out. And in the second inning, the Aggies came into this inning, of course, with the 1-0 lead. The Vols got a base hit, the Vols got walked, and the Vols had the bases loaded after an error by the Aggies, but however, the Vols were not able to score. And then the Vols were able to get 3 outs on the Aggies. Then on the third inning, the Vols got on base on a ball 4, and then the Vols got out, so it was still 1-0 Aggies, and the Aggies got a base hit, and the Vols got a tag out on the Aggies. And then Drew Beam gets his 7th strikeout, which I just thought was notable to include that there during the third inning. And to get out of the inning, it was still 1-0 in the Aggies. And then in the fourth inning, Kavaris Tears base hit, and it was 1 on base for the Vols, which was him. The Vols got walked. The Vols had the bases loaded, and then the Aggies stopped the runs. So the Vols were not able to score there. But we're still in the fourth inning here, and the Aggies were still leading 1-0. The Aggies got walked. The Aggies got out. In the fifth inning, it was still 1-0 Aggies. The Vols got out, and then Beam was subbed out, and then the Vols got the Aggies out. In the sixth inning, the Vols got a base hit. The Vols got walked with 2 on base and 1 out. The Aggies got a double play to get the Vols out, and then the Aggies got walked before getting out of the inning. And then, of course, I'm sorry, guys. Let me wind it back. I completely missed this on my notes. The Vols got a tag out, but not before the Aggies got on third. But however, the Aggies were not able to score. In the seventh inning, the Vols were walked, and then Kavaris Tears moved to second as Aggies catch the ball to give Vols an out. And the Vols get a home run courtesy of Dylan Drelling, which made it 2-1 Vols. And then the Aggies make the play to give Tennessee 3 outs and out, and then heading into, to get the Vols out. And in the eighth inning, the Vols led 2-1, and then Cal Stark hit a double homer to give the Vols a 4-1 lead, and then the Aggies got out. After this. And in the ninth inning, the Vols led 4-1, and then the Aggies have one more chance to win it. And then the Aggies, however, the Aggies cannot do it, and Tennessee forces a Game 3. I have to say, heading into this game, I was really kind of nervous, really, because, I thought Tennessee was going to find a way to come back and win, because for Tennessee, you never count them out. Whenever they're down, they can still come back to bite you. And what I do think is this, of course, that heading in here, the Aggies came in a bit overconfident with their momentum from last night's win. And, of course, they're able to do some good plays here today. But, however, I just think that, of course, that Tennessee was able to wake up and realize, hey, we came this far. We need to force this Game 3. And because of that, just being able to really get down here and win today is a huge win for the Vols, because now there's a Game 3 going on tomorrow, and it's the win-or-go-home game. And the win-or-go-home game means this: you either win a champion or you go home losing. And for both these schools, one of these two are going to come home with their first baseball championship in their school's history. And, of course, Vitello, as I mentioned yesterday, I think he really told the team, hey, we got to really get these guys out here. Let me wind it back. I think Vitello, did some smart strategies today. He got some of these challenges going on, and most of these challenges were really great calls. Of course, one of them like got Tennessee. I'm sorry, Texas A&M out. Sorry guys, I'm tripping over my words today. Got Texas A&M out, and of course, I really think that of course really the thing that really helped Tennessee is when A&M subbed their pitcher, and now of course. What do I think we can expect for game 3? I expect, this to be a good game. That's what I'm thinking. Now, of course, it's going to be who wants it more. And for the Vols, like where their performance today, like made me question where was that performance yesterday? And I just think they're able to figure out the Aggies, and because of that, like Tennessee is trying to become the first number one team in baseball to win the World Series since 1998, which was won by the Miami Hurricanes. And I'm sorry, 99, I'm sorry. And because of this, I just think, of course, for Tennessee, can Tennessee do it? Is what I think. But however, can A&M do it? It's going to be interesting. But I do believe this, that Tennessee is going to give it everything they got. And I was also really impressed by many of these hits that Tennessee took, as well as the fact that they were able to play really great in the outfield today. And of course, Drew Beam, of course, that pitcher was really good. But it's gonna be interesting to see, who they're starting at pitcher tomorrow. And I just think that, of course, heading into for this game, it's gonna be one heck of a game, and I cannot wait to cover it. But however, I really think that if Tennessee wants to win it, they're gonna have to play their best game of the season. Same with Texas A&M, but however, I think if that Tennessee has figured Texas A&M out, if they figured out how to beat them, it looks like Tennessee can do it. But however, if Texas A&M can learn from this loss, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do to potentially win it. And alright, so I got for y'all tonight. If y'all like this video, leave a like, subscribe for more college baseball content and more baseball content in general. Because, in my opinion, here's the thing. I actually had no plans of covering the College World Series, but however, thanks to someone who I talked to convinced me to cover it, it's actually been pretty fun to cover. So, thank you so much. And so that's it for this video. Peace out, good night, and God bless.